Give me a connection check because I'm having issues on my side, of course. Just let me know. Hello, traders. Welcome to the early stream where, wow, it really is that, right? It really is.
Then, just like that,
we're back. Over 100K? Shoot, dude, forget it. Over 101K. You know what? Highs of the day as I'm speaking to you. Approaching that major arithmetic golden mean ratio, the 1618, which is 101,000. What was it? 102,067. That very, very faint. We call it, what is it? The color indigo. The indigo, faint indigo color, just above you, and that's where it actually upthrusted through. Even back tested the upthrust of the 1618 on the 6th, and then we went lower. We got as low as 94,270 yesterday. But really cool to see, like, one bar, the pin bar, right? But then we got another pin bar, and just whatever. Like, all right, there it is, chat. That's the highest high of the day, the highest high we've seen on Bitcoin since December 6th. So, what? 5-day highs, and yeah, local low. Was memeing about it to my friend Sean, the tweezer bottom, but I was like, this isn't good context for a tweezer bottom, but dude, that really is like, what, you know, the wicks with the same bottom. And look at this daily, man, you gotta be kidding me. Daily, traders never settled up lower than the demand line of this channel we've had plotted. And guess what? 3 hours, 17 minutes, they could rug us, they could pull it back. Oh God, of course, like they do it all the time, right? Like 104 and we're at 92. So, but if all stayed the same with 3 hours, 17 minutes to go, we're going, I mean, this would be the highest daily candle close in human history. Not even when dinosaurs existed did Bitcoin see prices this high. Okay? Mesosaurs, right? Pterosaurs, all the czars existed, and Bitcoin wasn't this high. So think about that, man. Hundreds of millions of years. So, okay, very nice. So, but one thing you can see here is there's a heart line, and there is a heart line. And that heart line definitely been respected, right? So you're just approaching it again. So be prepared for the bamboozling. If they're going to do it again, it would be
Merry Christmas tree, Christmas chat. God blessed us with baby Jesus. Santa Mitch is epic.
Hello, Andrew 3. Thank you for the 5 super chat. Kind words. Hype for Jesus, hype for Santa Claus, hype for Bitcoin, hype for Tesla, hype for Amazon, hype for Apple. All-time highs. Excuse me? What are you saying? Why would you say Microsoft sell-off today? Microsoft seeing its highest level since July 15th today. So no fake news, dude. No, we don't do that here. All right. Man, I just don't want to get off Bitcoin. I'm live because of Bitcoin, because of the price action. But who thinks, will we, you know, there should be a poll here. I guess we'll just do a little poll, you know, wake you up. Will the heart line break this time? Heart line of channel. Current channel on BTC. Yes, no, maybe so. Will the heart line of current channel of the current channel on Bitcoin break this time? All right. And it's this right here, okay? This is just like a stream relevant poll. We are at $101,854. We are at the highs of the day as your eyeballs are blinking, as you are breathing. Deep breaths. High of day. Very nice. But yeah, we have a level. It's pretty much at like 102, 102.2, 102.3. respected. I mean, super respected. So they could do it again. All right. So it was a bad couple days for alts, but they have recovered pretty resoundingly. Not, they're still way off, their highs, because they they went something like 50% and stuff, but that happens, and Bitcoin just made the highest low in human history. That's what happened. That's what Bitcoin's done at this point. I'm getting concerned, man, about the amount of yeses we're getting. Okay, so yeah, people are making comparisons from 2020 to now. Okay, that means way higher. I mean, really, who cares about anything but the monthly at this point? I'm just saying. The monthly. The cut with Hendelman. Look at this. Let's look where we are. Where's this candle going to close in 20 days, 4 hours? I mean, I would hope somewhere near 120. The size of the cup with Hendelman. 120, 121. And then the weekly is still just this ongoing bull pull, bull flag breakout. Look at this friggin' weekly, man. Today going positive, where for, the past few days, I mean, 94,250. So Bitcoin off its lows of the week by 7.73%. You're talking the largest market cap asset in the world. What is it? $1.9 trillion. Almost $2 trillion asset class swinging 7.7% in 3-ish days. Hello? Psychotic? Yeah, that is psychotic. Okay. But still, right up against the 1618. We got a reaction, but my God, too much demand. Too many composite operators. Wow. Okay. How's Bitcoin dominance doing after the carnage the past 48 hours? Sideways still. I mean, interesting. This could be good for alts, maybe, because that could have been the big one, the big drawdown, right? Where the buyers come in after drawdowns like that, at the tail end of huge runs, and they might need to reconfirm, like we've seen, back in December 2023, January 2024, right? They need to reconfirm to make sure the bottom's in. So they might need to pull this thing back again for a second test, and that would mean altcoins would be outperforming in the short term. But even still, if they continued to rally here with Bitcoin's outperformance, there's a chance that the attempted rally could fall short, where we have far less than before, and that would be extremely good for altcoins, you'd think. So I believe it. Okay. So
since we started out on BitCom, let's go further into crypto.
Ethereum. What a recovery off that key level, 3520, 3580. Going for a bullish engulfing candle. Trying to re-break back out of that supply line. Man, that is serious. Wow. Or we keep looking at this in log scale. That is, hopefully it doesn't turn into a hanging man. Let's just hope that, they're kind of tweezering it again, a weird context area, like 2 swing lows from each week, the exact same, and they rally. So this is very interesting, okay, because Bitcoin keeps running, Ethereum's going to keep running, and then it's like if 3930 and 4400 start breaking, that's when there's just not much left, and we have like a $7,500 target for the log scale Fibonacci. Just keeping you apprised to the situation. 76.95, 1272. Yeah, people are just, I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe not, but that's log scale target of 5.62%, performing, a little bit better than Bitcoin, not much. All right. Then how about BNB up 4.2%? Hey, what's it doing? Oh, wow. Look at what we're witnessing, chat. BNB currently, as I'm speaking to you, is putting in potentially its highest low in the history of BNB. There's never been a low this high. And where it's happening, it's fascinating because it is 661 being tested. Oh, goodness gracious. Just like the November 2021 high, it was like a weekly candle high close back from May of 2021. So they're just really check backing. They're making sure that level from history that was once resistance is flipping to support. And now you're getting some strength here, some good price action. And again, it's all this daily bullish engulfing candle is in the midst of being painted. We got 3 hours to go. So anything can happen, man. But if all stayed the same or higher, it would be engulfing and it would be closing above the previous cycle all-time high, which in my opinion is best case scenario. This is a great development on BNB here, chat. Remember that first target of the 8-hour trade setup posted, is it November 27th? It never get target one. That was 800 bucks. It was shy by like $6-7. But with this going on, it looks very probable you'll see 800 in time, but 800, 900, 999 $9. I mean, those would be 3 bread and butter targets up here. All right, for one of your largest market cap cryptos in the world. Okay. Make sure we're good. Hello, Chris. What's up? Oh, Tangia. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding it, man. Gosh dang it. Like, I just keep forgetting about it. It's on my intro scene, but not this one. God. This is what happened last time. I was like looking for it and I couldn't find it. Maybe it deleted it accidentally or something. I don't know. Out of frustration, rage delete, Tangia. God, man, I think I might have. Wow. That's not good. Really? Yeah, I might have like deleted it accidentally. Or I'm stupid. Could be one. Could be the other. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's so disruptive to me to try to figure this out. And I've been gone because like I've been having to stay at a hotel every day, every night, because they're about to be done. It seems like they're completely done gutting the place. Let me see if I can figure something out. Let me try to. Yeah, here there. It should be good now. Yeah, I made a new one, so we'll try it out. Anyway, moving on. Least important thing ever. All right, so let's go to XRP. That, no edge, nothing you can really do here to manage risk appropriately because it's gone. It's up so much, short period of time. Swing trader mode, but if you're just talking about what's going on up here, maybe they're trying to just flag this thing, which would be psychotic, right? No way, right? No way XRP is doing it like this. Well, unfortunately, this is the only form of data we have. This is it. So this is all I can paint. This is all that market makers, participants have given us. This is it. So maybe it is flagging. It could very well morph or turn into something else over time. It could turn into a rectangle. That's why Bulkowski talks about on bull flags. If you do identify them, he says that the true breakout of the bull flag is not until the top of the flag is breached with price action. So even if you broke the supply line here, it's not a true breakout according to him, but I don't know. That's it. La La Land. Could very well be going higher. I probably will due to the macro conditions, currency debasement, pro-crypto, impending government, right? All seems good for the long term for all of crypto, not just XRP. But here you go. That's it. That's your update. Nice, nice candles. Very resilient. Anything above 183, 165 are way higher prices. Bitcoin pulling back off those highs where we got as high as Elon on Joe Rogan, 101.863 at the highs. Let's get to Solana, up 7%. Nice little comeback here. This is kind of what I have going now. All right. It's just your own down sloping consolidation, going for a pretty mega bullish engulfing candle. Man, we were so close to 198, 191, which would have been like an optimum level, but there was just so much demand. It seems they couldn't get it there, but there are a lot of just levels. It's not just 191, 198. It's also 208, 208, 204. Like that's what they're doing. They're testing what was once major resistances from March. It's flipping to support for the first time, really. Yeah. And what's great is 216. That's the September 2021 peak. That's also being regarded as support when it was resistance. These are really good things. Okay, that's like, for now, that is market participants telling us something, and it's favorable for everyone that would be involved with this asset. But yeah, it's been terrible since Trump got elected. My God, man, the worst performing of the big ones. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say that, not really. November 5th was this day. So it had a huge run, but like since then, right, what did it do? Like since it topped out, it lost. I mean, it had a 24% correction in 17 days. While, during this period, this is when like ZRX or Altcoin or Store, like all these other algo, like they're all blowing up 50% in a day. So it's been very difficult for Solana owners watching greener pastures wade through the wind or something, I don't know, man. I'm just it's live streaming, dude. Sounded pretty, didn't it? I don't know. Hello, Joshua. Oh, it's nice when people say hello to me. What's up, Mr. Stark? Most people would just like, look at my Altcoin now. And other people are like, hello, Mitch. It's like, well, hi, that's a formal greeting. Hello back, Hold on one sec. Let's see here. I think so 900 people tuned in. We got 200 likes. We could get a few more, I think. I'm drinking coffee and good reminder, sparkling water. Got to stay hydrated, right? Sometimes I'll have an unopened sparkling water. I'll just sit there all stream and I'll forget about it. We used to have a hydration bot, so we'd probably need to get the hydration bot back. So it gives me friendly reminders. Okay, so the poll now, our poll has about 415 votes. Will the heart line of the current channel on Bitcoin break this time? Not yet. You can see it on your screen. The red dotted line is the heart line, and it's been well respected this whole time. So, but the poll, this thing could tomorrow they break it. It doesn't have to be today. I would say like the poll fails if they are unable to break it and then we retest the demand line. That's possible. All right. So, okay, Solana, bullish engulfing candle in the mist being painted. We got some crazy bullish back tests, ongoing key resistance points from history, flipping to support. That is good. That's good. All right. So, look at the big ones. Look at Doge real quick, up 5.8%. They violated this little channel here that had looked really pretty. I mean, beautiful respect to the heart line here too. And now they're recapturing it. And so you got to wonder, will the false bearish breakdown have consequences? They're working on a potential bullish engulfing candle. 3 hours until that is confirmed, chat. We're about to have history, lots and lots of history. There it is, chat. There it is. Jesus chimes. Oh, not on the S&P. What was it? The Qs? There it is. QQQ NASDAQ all-time high, man. That is glorious. Of 1.79% today. Okay, so we got through some of the crypto. All right, we just need to go and look at Tesla because it is artwork, right? I mean, 420 Tesla. Look at this thing, man. The old all-time high was 400 and $14. Everyone back then thought 420 was going to be tested in November 2021. No, it had to be years later, and then officially first time ever 420. Now it's at 424.80, up almost 6% on the day. And this thing has just been godlike since the T-shaped recovery, right? The inverse head and shoulders that looked like the Tesla logo. And there have been other ones in history that played out too. But this was just unreal. This is one of the craziest trade setups ever, right? The entry, the exit, and then it dumped all the way back down to entry. And then it ran again, then recapture 205, 209, bullish back test, ran again, completed the bearish bat pattern perfectly. And then you had the Tesla event. They gapped it down, and then leading into earnings, they gave you your lowest daily candle close October 23rd since September 6th, and then earnings, and then the breakaway gap on high volume, and then another one, November 6th, that's the day after the election, of course. So two breakaways. And now it's manifested into the highest price we've ever seen. But this can't be surprising if you watch this stream, because that was like, yeah, all-time highs at some point. I don't know when, but at some point it's coming, right? I mean, that's high probability, and the high probability chance resolved with it happening. So, all right, you would ask, what would be a Fibonacci target on Tesla from the highest high to the lowest low of that bear market? My God, it was brutal, right? When it was at 106, there were like esteemed institutions that were calling for Tesla to go to like $12. Like legit. Someone could look it up and find it too. It's somewhere on the internet. I'm not kidding. But anyway, $610. Just say $600 as your target. And just arithmetic, linear Fibonacci extension. 610, 745, and then your golden mean ratio is $993, pretty much $1,000. So if I'm thinking, Trump got elected and Elon's going to be part of the, Department of Government Efficiency, deregulation, red tape getting cut. If there was a timeline where, we could see a $1,000 Tesla, it would be this timeline. This would be the one. Just like Bitcoin, hybrid Bitcoinization. I mean, like this would be the timeline that is most probable for a hybrid Bitcoinization. So, what is it? What does Elon always say? He says, fact is stranger than fiction. Well, the fact is, a 1618 fib extension is $1,000. So, I can't really be that surprised if it happens. All right, man. It's beautiful. I mean, and that is like the stock of the day. Apple, though, came, intraday all-time high. Hey, well, how about that, man? 1272 fib extension achieved at 250, 249.65, and then we caught a reaction, right? Price action responded accordingly. You did get some sort of potential shooting star, maybe bearish engulfing candle and shooting star, but it's not about the candle itself, it's about the fall through. So tomorrow you don't really want to see a lower close than today's close, otherwise it'd be confirmed with price action. So maybe it's just a bad dream, wake up, there's no follow through, and you just run again. So again, like that's an objective, price objective, you cared. The next one will be 256, the 1414, and the 1618 is 266. I love it. We're in it. Just what is this? This is a Fibonacci extension season. We haven't been in that, really on individual stocks like this. Is beautiful. I love it. Wow. So someone's like, Microsoft's selling off today? And it's like, what are you talking about, man? Like, no. Microsoft, does this look like a sell-off? It's up 1.26%. Highest daily candle close since July 15th. And it looks like we're going for an 886, right? An 88% retrace from the all-time high to the lowest low here. You're at a 786 right now. 78% retrace from this high to low. 886 is 458. The good news is there's no like confluent resistance or anything, but that's where we could react. It's like kind of be like a bearish bat, right? I mean, be like XA and then B and then C and then D, 886 there. So you react, you pull back, guess what? Bull market, long-term uptrend. So you sell off mildly, you pause, right? I mean, if a lot of times, even these patterns, they will be reliable in like price action, reacting. But if the trend's too strong, if currency debasement is too much, right? All these assets get repriced due to the debasement, and they pause, they flag, right? And then instead of performing, they just start ripping again later after, maybe a couple weeks of pausing at the 886, right? 460 would be that target. And this thing, I'm just telling you, like, even if Microsoft sold off before then at a 786, guess what? If you're above 430, you're bullish Microsoft. That's it. That's the rule. There's nothing to be bearish about on Microsoft until it falls below 430, and then you're not even really that bearish yet. You would actually have to fall below the previous discernible swing low at 411 to be like actually concerned. Yeah, because trend reversal stuff, lower highs and lower lows, but that's all happening, man. Okay, you got like it looked bad, but dude, this momentum shifted. One low, the higher low than the previous low, then all these lows are higher than this low and this low. Like, that's accumulation, reaccumulation subtly going on. A lot of chop, but still. That's right. We'll look at the crypto peripherals, or the crypto. So, yeah. People say, hey, so you're like a Bitcoin investor. People like see my stream or something and say, well, I use Bitcoin Live as a form of search engine optimization. And because I truly believe in Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin's, and this has been the same case for why I've had Bitcoin Live as the title of my stream every time, right? For 7 years almost. I mean, I think it's the best invention since the internet itself. It's like the internet itself was created so Bitcoin could exist. You had to have the internet be created so we could get the separation of money and state. You had to have the printing press. So that printing press was created so that Martin Luther could do his thing and we could have separation of church and state. So one godlike invention was a means to an end for the next. So, yeah. So Bitcoin, yeah, but like, that's what it is. We cover it. We care about it. It's always above us. We're always looking at it. But yeah, I mean, this stream is about traditional technical analysis, and traditional technical analysis in itself is just a risk management tool, and that is the tool we are trying to teach here, education centric. That's another reason why the internet was created, so that you could get free flowing forms of education amplified globally. And that's kind of my goal in doing. All right, so anyway, how about NVIDIA, man? How did NVIDIA do today? It came back, nice. Okay. So this is not a real pattern yet. Remember, you can't say it. You can't say. Sorry, I got a lot of alerts and stuff just in case. I like knowing, hey man, if is 140s, 140 and then 146.60, those are the two big levels, all right? I mean, like, because if you get back above 140, things aren't as bleak. But if you break 146.60, 147, then you have an invalidated potential momentum shifting structure, which we call the potential head and shoulders pattern. Okay, they're very reliable. But not if market conditions are too bullish, right? So we're monitoring the situation here like we were monitoring it on Microsoft before all of a sudden we started getting good price action on the right side of the potential pattern. So it's all about 140 and then 146. Both need to be recaptured. And then if that happens, then you're looking at 158, 168, and then 183. You got your own fib extensions. Okay. So Bitcoin is pulling back since Wall Street closed. $101,050. Okay. So that's it. That's like no real big deal. 3% underperformed Bitcoin today. How about Meta? Turned into a flag, right? You know, turned into a, I don't know, right angle.
Paul Weller tipped $25. Mayor of Greenbow. This is a hate tip. Not really. You're my dog. Could you look at Sin, please? Thank you. Excellent work you do. Boomer sooner.
What's up, Paul, man? I know you, man. Thanks for 25. Yeah, we'll look at Synapse coin that obviously pulled back, but all of them pulled back. And what did they all do? They're all pivoting, making their highest lows of their newly established uptrends, which is normal, common stuff. It just, ouch. They had to drop 30, 40% in a couple days. And hey, I'm glad they do it like that instead of doing it over weeks' time. So what did Meta do, chat? All-time highs. It ended up being like a right-angled, right? Maybe a descending, broadening wedge pattern. I mean, it just kind of did that, right? And this broke out. Okay, well, the extensions, I think you've already breached them. You know, you're exceeding the 1618 in linear scale. So like, let's just say, hey, if they're doing that, remember, what was it? Apple hit its 1272. So in its own right, underperforming Meta by a couple fib nodes now, over a couple fib nodes now. This is where it reacted today, Apple. Okay, from its own high to low. So maybe $800, 2618 up there. All right. That's pretty wild, man. What a performer, outperformer of them all. And then Amazon hit an all-time high today too. Highest close ever from its high to low. You're exceeding the 1414 now after a couple of days of reacting there. The 1618 gold mean ratio 239.38. You can see why the QQQ hit an all-time highs. And guess what's happening? Apparently, MicroStrategy is getting inducted into the QQQ on Friday, a couple days. Look at all the Google. Look at Google real quick, and then this will be the Mag 7. We'll cover them all. Whew. Okay. There you go, chat. There you go. Up 5.52%. I guess the free market liked them. Well, it's all about the AI chip, right? That solved that. How many quintillions of years problem? It solved it in an hour or something. I mean, that is a breakthrough, human civilization breakthrough. And it's cool to see this trade setup, you know, that was kind of a gamble because of earnings. It's really cool to see it flourish because Target 2 got hit. And guess what? You'll be at Target 2, or Target 3, possibly by tomorrow. Right? It was just the Momo shift, the 200 moving average, this swing high from April was being, you know, there was favorable price action there. They were confirming it, they were recapturing, reconfirming it as support. And then again, and it just looked decent for risk management, even though yet earnings, it was like if there wasn't earnings, again, education centric, trying to instill the right things. Okay. And here we have it, right? Target 2 got hit yesterday, and now Target 3, you are less than $5 away from the third target of this setup. And if there was a fourth target, which is possible, man, again, currency debasement, all these things are being repriced right now. IMO, in my opinion. Okay, it's not like these things. I mean, maybe that's crazy. You know, that chip, wild. But Apple, come on, man. Apple at all-time highs. What have they innovated? I mean, they keep making money, yeah, but they're not making breakthroughs like Google just did. What Nvidia's been doing. Apple and then Amazon. Oh well, we got a new Lord of the Rings show. Like, I mean, really? Yes, they have a working product, but Meta. Well, we got goggles, dude. We got AR, alternate reality. But I'm just saying. Things are getting repriced right now. And I think it's forward-looking because, you know, everyone knows, like, Trump's not going to come in and be fiscally responsible. Trump's going to come in and he's going to run up the deficit. I mean, at least maybe he'll start a Bitcoin strategic reserve so we can start cutting that with Bitcoin gains in the treasury. But he's going to spend a lot of money, chat. Yeah, I know. And we're going to have a lot of, the good news is, you know, if he's going to be spending a lot of money, at least we're cutting a lot of the government out. At least we're going to be cutting down on a ton of foreign aid. Just a bunch of bull crap. Like, why is our money going to all these countries? Subsidizing Canada $100 billion a year or something? Like, why? I don't know, man. They don't have our ideals. They don't have American ideals. They want censorship, central bank digital currencies. You know, they don't want nationalism, sovereign border. They don't care about anything. That's not America. That they're like Europe. So why are we paying them? Okay, so we'll see Google go to 200. Maybe they break it, and we're gonna go to outer space. All right. All right, so there's your Mag 7. Let's go to MicroStrategy. Ooh, man. Blew up today, but still way off, right? Way off, but maybe they're putting, maybe they're putting in a base here. Sorry, my YouTube website crashed. It keeps doing that. They got problems, man. Big problems. We have allies for a reason. Okay, well, what are you doing for me lately? You know, it's a one-way street. Okay, and you know, like, sorry, one of these countries that are our allies, they crap on, you know, the foundation of what makes us America. You know, decentralization of power, federal power. Hello. What is a heart line? A heart line is a midpoint of a range or of a parallel channel. See, the heart line is the midpoint, the equilibrium, the midpoint, right? If this is like an uptrend, you would say, all right, overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, fair priced, oversold, fair priced, overbought, fair priced, overbought. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, what a freaking close. 9% up today. They're inching near 420 again. It's gonna be a Tesla MicroStrategy 420 handshake soon. And let's just hope that, I mean, it doesn't look bad. If Bitcoin actually breaks this heart line and keeps going, and we're gonna see the top of the channel, we're gonna get overbought. I mean, the further you go sideways.
Those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Thank you. Matthew McConaughey, I saw you in Atlanta this weekend. You were not happy. Again, because you were not happy in Austin when Georgia won for the first time. Get wrecked, dude. But hey, whatever. At least you're in the playoffs. So, you know, $108, I mean, or $108,000, the further sideways you go, the higher this channel goes. All right. So, yeah, MicroStrategy killing it. Let's go to Coinbase. Looks like Dogecoin, doesn't it? Kind of. Like, no value, no pullbacks, really. Just slightly upsloping consolidation. Interesting. Up 3.77%, so meh. But 306.31. It's a swing high, reversal point from May of 2021. It's not really that big, that significant. I mean, it's there though. And what they are doing is they've recaptured it. Well, you know what today is? I mean, this candle, pretty much bullish inside bar, potential bullish inside bar / bullish harami. Japanese candlestick reversal. So you get a higher close tomorrow than today, then it'll be confirmed with follow through, and that could take you to 368 or at least to 336, 350, one of these swing highs here. But interesting, it's like Dogecoin kind of. They're defending, they're not letting the price go down. I mean, maybe there's just insane reaccumulation going on. Maybe. Also could be a rising wedge. Shoot, dude, maybe. Rising wedges can break upward though if market conditions are just too freaking insane. All right, look, it's like this. Wow. Could you imagine? Like, that's what they did, man. Right? You got like anchor point 1 and 2 here. You see it. And then nice 3 on the top. And then look what they did. They broke it with, that's what they do, right? They'll break the structure. Oh no, it's over. Support from history was broken with a candle close. Chat, we're done. It's over. Send it to 0. And then what happens? We gap up. There was no follow through, right? No confirmation. They gap it up. We're back above all the levels. And we're back inside this wedge here that, you know, typically you look at a wedge and you say it's bearish, right? But just because it's there doesn't mean it can't break to the top again. See 357. So interesting pattern going on here on coin. All right. Georgia Tech's round 3, probably. That's the way they have them set up for sure. But they have the brackets set up that way. So, okay. What other, I mean, besides the Bitcoin miners that did okay today, you know, some better than others. Wolf up 7+%. It's always outperformed. But yeah, pretty disappointing actually. You know, Clean Spark down. So we'll start with the best, Wolf. Man, they're keeping this thing up. It's very tough here, man. Very tough. Like shooting star.
Paul tipped $25. Thank you for opportunity to learn from you.
Paul, thank you for watching and thanks for contributing to this 100% crowdsourced stream, man. Never monetized by choice. Never accepted sponsorships by choice. It's expensive, man. It's expensive. I mean, that's where these people that do what I do, that's where they make the money. They accept deals, sponsorships, man. Yeah, here's a $2 million, $12 million sponsorship. You know, like here's $100,000 to just shield this. It's fine, dude. It's not a big deal. But for me, I don't know. Just never been into it. I don't know. Never felt the need. So anyway, yeah, up here on Wolf, I don't know how you can, I mean, it's awesome trend, but dude, you're like, above 612 is kind of crazy. Yeah, the 1997 resistance, they're above it. So I would just say, like, if you're long, hey man, probably want to be careful below that 612 level, but to try to want to go long right now is really tough because you're at a 618, the high. Well, this is off. I don't know why. Huh. Well, you're at a 618. You're at a golden retrace. I mean, that's typically where you can get some more profound pullbacks. Yeah. So, all right, we're just looking at them. All right, Riot. They've all been struggling, man, lately. Just decide was anything above 986, you're good, but win higher highs, win 1672, 1763 break. I mean, win, you know. That one never really stuck out to me as good. You didn't have much, you didn't have structures, you didn't have patterns, you didn't have price action, key levels really. BitDeer was beautiful, man, because of this is a trade setup, right? I mean, for real. Pretty sure, maybe not like a formal one, but dude, this was definitely identified. To think here. Yeah, we just had it as, you know, it was ping, you were pinged on it. I mean, dude, look at this thing. Like, everyone was pinged, and it was the date of September 13th. Now look at this thing, man. It was just like, wow, man, 572. The M shape was complete. Dude, that right there, being pinged on that, right? And then that was here. That was like right here. And from there, they just put in some more higher lows and it's just been gone. I mean, BitDeer at all-time highs the past few days. outperforming most. Hut was pretty cool at the inverse head and shoulders. It's just elevated, man. It's really tough. How do you, someone's taking profit, but you're starting to push your luck a little bit. It's just, how do you can't manage risk, right? You can't buy low. You can't say there's any value here. It's just upsloping, like kind of like Coinbase is. And it's like, oh, interesting. Upsloping flag. BTBT. Yeah, I mean, it was up a lot more earlier, and it's just still sitting there at this one level where if it breaks, you're gonna double. But we put in a lower high. You're just waiting for the day where it's just like, oh my God, these like Bitcoin, like, you know, goes to 108. Like, that's when these miners will finally probably do it, when they'll finally have their day. And it's only after you've capitulated, you've gone to greener pastures, as the composite operator always intended, because he needed to buy some more of your shares before we mark this thing to 855, 950. All right, worst case, this thing come back down to 340. Let's come to the 200 again, $3, and it's still fine, really. But yeah, this is a long-term range, and you're near the end of its development, and there's a lot higher prices if you have enough time and patience. That's it. So Bitcoin is at its lowest low of this 4-hour candle. We just fell below 101K. Element of B, yeah, man, maybe. All right, maybe. Bitfarms, yeah, very, very disappointing. You know, ran up. I think it hit a target 1, and if that, and then
Anonymous tip $25. Afternoon, Mitch. Can you check out your OI for me? Thanks, bother.
Thanks, bother. Thank you, Anonymous. Anonymous. Thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at that. Yeah, Bitfarms kind of like, ugh. I don't really, like, you made the highest high, right? And you sell off, make a lower low than previous low. Then you make lower highs than previous highs, for sure. Then you're making all these lows and they're higher than this low. All of a sudden it starts becoming neutral instead of like bullish. And this lower high, then these highs, then this high. And now you're below the 200-day moving average, and you're just sitting at the support when you think like, wow, I mean, you think like it's starting to become more probable they might fill the gap at 182 before anything positive happens. It's starting to get really, I'm starting to get weirded out on the because of this price action. It's weird. And maybe it's weird on all these because Bitcoin is really, I mean, it's been kind of sideways since the 22nd. You've had up and downs, you know, variances, but not too far off where you've been for 2 weeks now. SDIG, yeah, another one where it's, all right, win performance, you know, you've done, like, okay, 3 times testing the bottom of the trading range after recapturing. It's like, all right, run, man. What's taking so? Something's going on. I mean, we know that these all have like heavy short interest. I mean, we think 20% of the float is short. Out of all the shares, 20% plus of most of these Bitcoin miners are held short sellers. So when short squeeze, well, you gotta have a big catalyst and you gotta have a big markup to start a short squeeze, high volume, and there's just nothing there yet, you know. Mara, another major disappointment. Nice shooting star. This thing's probably coming back down to $21, $20. It looks like it's fine, but some pretty garbage price action with a nasty shooting star right there. That's a bearish abandoned baby, by the way, too. Bearish abandoned shooting star baby. That's what you'd call that. Wombo combo. Yeah, I mean, it's not really pretty. Locally, one high, the second high is higher high, and that candle, it's like, okay, come on down to $20 again. Just, I don't know, the miner's just not, BTBT's okay, but, and then IRN, you know, it's doing fine, but it has hit a resistance, a very real resistance. This reminds me of storage a little bit. This is where storage did the same thing. And then it dumped like crazy, 45, 50%. And it started recovering, but it's well off. It has not recovered that much. I mean, it got as high as 75 cents and is currently like 58 cents. But yeah, I mean, just, okay, good run. I mean, that'd be like a target of a trade setup, right? The first target and the most conservative target. So they might pull it back again. It looks stronger than a lot of the other ones we've just been looking at, okay? Hive. I mean, that's great, right? Because this is a trade setup and has hit a target or two, right? That's beautiful M shape. The spring back test was phenomenal. Good run, but now you're just weird. It's like, what are you doing? Like the lower high, and you're selling off. Now you're below the key resistance. It's like, is that a head and shoulders? Could be. Just starting to get maybe sketchy, but they haven't made a lower low yet. They put in the lower high. Now, if you get a lower low, it's starting to get really sketchy. Okay, so, and then we'll get a clean spark that's just like, oh, man, just weird. Like, it's not good. Like, this is terrible price action correlation to a major inflection point. You just don't want to see stuff like this over a couple weeks plus. Like, you made the high, then you're making two local highs that are definitely lower than this high, and now you're just currently trading below the major inflection zone that had been support for a long time, earlier this year. You just made the lowest daily candle close since November 5th. Like, what? Hello, Bitcoin is like a couple grand from all-time highs. And these miners are just having real big problems. Big technical problems right now. I'm just public service announcement, okay? Ugh. So anyway, how about GameStop, chat? GameStop, my alert went off. Yeah, but it was false, right? They were trying to they were breaking the level, but intraday they couldn't do it. Remember, this is a trade setup active. Target 1 got hit right around 30. It was 29. It was really like 29.76. Target 1 was this, right down here, right? Or right here. And so if they were ever able to break this 29.76 $30 level, you have a target 2 at 46.51. That's massive upside. They just haven't done it yet. So you just want to pay attention to this. Up 7.58% today. That's pretty nice, right? AMC, another meme, not doing well. I mean, it ran up, almost hit target 1, but they just front ran it, and now it's all the way back down. Not really good. That could be bad, man. That could be very, very bad. Back below the 200-day moving average, this could just end up being a failure. I mean, like, again, this was a setup because of this price action right here, and it was a really good start, but 578 was clearly the target, undeniable. It was the only way to make it even equitable, and you just couldn't get there. It got to 557, and then it's rolled over. That is a 4-day losing streak, and not good, man. Getting real sketchy here. I think anything below 424-ish it's done. Like, you're done. Like, you start having reasons to not own the asset if it falls below 420, all right? Your argument is, to not own AMC now. Because that's the inflection point, the zone, okay? So we had the memes and, crazy stuff, man. Stitch Fix. Good God, dude. Stitch Fix. In the end, I mean, like, if it wasn't just like, hey, man, all the money making opportunities, the godlike ones, have been really in crypto for a while. And if I'd have been here, I guess you were paying attention to, yeah, it was to type 1 though, it wasn't a type 2. What I really liked in hindsight is this is unreal. Look at this spring back test in bullish hammer. So this is hindsight, but just for the sake of education, you get it, like 276. It's the candle low close. It's been tested in May 2023, almost tested in September 2023. You can make it like this. That's pretty much what you had. Look what they did, man. That's where you're looking for bullish Japanese candlestick patterns to develop when buyers recapture level, and then when they retest the level to reconfirm its validity. That's the Japanese candlestick identification zone. And since that bullish hammer at the key level, gone, man, gone. Wow. We did look at Coinbase, upsloping consolidation after a nice big impulse. It was killing it, man. So it's hard to make sense of it, like in terms of like what's it gonna do, dude? Upsloping flags can be like hyper bullish or it can be exhaustion. Good luck determining which one it's gonna be. It's just most likely gonna be tied to Bitcoin, which in itself, Bitcoin is an upsloping flag. That's all it is. So risk management, all you have is the demand line. And like they violated it for a while, but as you can see, they tried once and then twice. And then that's why I was pinging y'all in the Patreon Citadel so much yesterday, because I wouldn't lie, but like it was just like, hey man, this is a big deal. False bearish breakdowns can have consequence, right? That was what I said. And it's really nice to see like 1 and 2. They always love forms of confirmation, man. You're always, as a swing trader, looking for that. You're looking for confirmation lows at or around key levels. And that's all you have, really. Demand line. So Bitcoin's back positive on this 4-hour candle, $101,394. Just up against this December 6th high. No one said it was going to be easy, man. No one. In the end, what it was, I mean, I kept looking at it. I'm like, is this a bat pattern, a small bat? And it was like, nah, because it was a 78% retrace where they bottomed it out. It certainly wasn't a Gartley because you had to have a 618 B point. So just a whatever. Too much demand, too strong, which is good. You thought I wasn't a big proponent of Bitcoin? Hello? 7 years. 7 years almost. What's the name of my live stream every single day at the very beginning? What is it? What ticker is right here every single day for almost 7 years? And for a really long time now, instead of having a chat box above my head, what is the chart that is above the price? I mean, I got Bitcoin art in almost every room of my house, and that's been the case for years. A lot of this art I bought was when Bitcoin was in the 3s to 10,000 level. So, hey, not a big proponent of Bitcoin, but evidence would say, that's not correct. So, wow, good to see Square chat. Anyone still in their Square calls? Man, I thought I was going to do it today, but, it just kind of stalled. 4.4% up, but please understand where this
Bobo
thing is
Man
probably
Bun
going. Bobo Man Bun.
Is that a joint?
No, he got liquidated today so bad that he couldn't even afford to get to the McDonald's for the free Wi-Fi. So, no, not him. Process of elimination, we call that. So anyway, nope, good try, dude. I don't know who you are doing that, but you're the reason why. I mean, I'll turn it off eventually, but hey, dude, you want Tangi to be on. It's like, hey, can we have nice things? Maybe not. Anyway. So above 101.55 is the promised land, and you are soon approaching it. You haven't tested it quite yet. October 2018, the high, the buying climax for the huge correction. We never saw it again for a couple of years. And that's where we are. We've broken out of the huge pattern, the 800-day large right-angled descending broadening formation. And once 101.55 breaks, the target is $139.78. Yeah, call options on Square still printing. Been stagnant for a couple days, whatever. But the entry was 68, 70 maybe. Thank you for the woo-woos. Oh, was it you, dude? Was it you, Maroon? Yeah, this is fantastic. Okay. You know, we're looking at Micron that was really still neutral. It's like you don't know, man. Like it could break down. Like if the Head and Shoulders bearishly resolves on Nvidia, this thing's screwed. You're in a new downtrend. You're in that. I would call it an estuary. You don't really know. It's mixed between bullish and bearish right here. The bull and the bear is one because you have contradicting variables. You have an argument on one side that is, hey man, this old level is being defended as support after being recaptured. And filled a gap. But the other side says, well, you've made two highs that are significantly lower than the buying climax high. And even locally, you're making lower highs and you're trading below the 200-day moving average. So it's really, but today, what happened? A bullish inside bar, a beautiful bullish inside bar was painted and confirmed. So tomorrow you want a higher daily candle close than today's candle close, and you'll have confirmation with price action, which is what you want to confirm Japanese candlestick pattern reversals. So very, very compelling, very nice. Anything above 90, look, so it's neutral, but you can construct a plan to try to play this if you wanted, and the only way to do it, I think, would just have a stop below this low from mid-November. You have the stop at like 95.40, 95.30. Okay, right? You cut your losses quick. You're out. But if you're entering on the Harami or whatever today, that stop loss, that'd be the entry. Then your target is no doubt 130. That's, yeah, forget this. It's not equitable to be taking profit at 110, 115. You got to have a 130 target here. So that's the only way to play it. And it's neutral. So you don't really have too much of an edge outside of just some back tests of old resistance as support. There's a lot better arguments out there, you'd think, but that's it, man. All right, let's see what happens on Micron technology. What's up, Grub? What's up, chat? Batson and Brad's here. Everyone's here, man. Everyone's here. Well, looks like Monster had nothing else to say about what he said from earlier. Okay, we've got a couple requests. Let's check them out, man. All right, by the way, we forgot to total. Jonathan, you doing okay, man? Everything great over there in Total World?
I like turtles.
But not for me. Total working on a bullish engulfing candle after that beautiful reaction at the 1272 fib extension.
Hulk Hogan tipped $25. Hey Mitch. Thanks for everything you do on these streams. Can you please look at Zio?
XYO, yeah, sure. Thank you, Hulk Hogan. We will look. Yeah, brother. We'll look at XYO, brother. Yeah, we'll do it, okay. Anyway, so, yeah, we get a golden candle, 2 hours, 15 minutes. It'd be beautiful. Maybe we get follow through on the candle after this one. We'll go test 127 until we break it. Then you got a 1414 target of 3.959 trillion to 4 trillion, dude. How amazing would this world be with crypto total market cap at 4 trillion? Where would some of these alts be? I bet you Bitcoin is certainly at all-time highs. Yep. Okay, so check my notes here. Next request, or the first request. Not sure which one it was. Okay, it was SYN. How many requests today? Hey, good. That's the point of the $25 minimum. We raise it, so when we don't have euphoric days, I mean, that's a pretty euphoric day, man. I'm just being real. We don't have to deal with all the craziness. Craziness of, could you look at Fart Coin and Butthole Coin and Hawk Tua Coin? Could you look at those, man? All right, so Paul or Billy wanted to look at SYN, which is probably a good time to add a little bit. You could, and if you have, hold on a second.
Anonymous tipped $25. Do you think BigTime is setting up an inverse head and shoulders it started in April 2024? Cheers, Altcoin Monsoon.
Anonymous, thanks for 25. Sure, we'll look at BigTime. All right. Thank you, man. Thank you. So here's the thing about SYN. If you want to strategize this on a pullback, you could, so you have this, you have some already, whatever. If you just have this amount of allocation, you wanted to dip your toes into SYN, the way you do it at this point is just a small DCA strategy, right? Where, okay, you don't know when they're going to pivot this and run it. So like taking 10%, 15%, 20% of the allocation that you had available for this, layering in as it continues to dip, and then the optimum, of course, optimum entry, if you can get it, would be 54 cents, but you just don't know if you'll get it. Because what happens if Bitcoin just keeps staying strong, and what happens if the heart line breaks? And remember, the heart line, price action, when they break the heart line, it can get dramatic, man. Very dramatic. I mean, it almost ran straight up to the top of the channel. It was a little short. So if they do that, then you're not going to see 54 cents, 53.5 cents. But that's the way I'd look at it. I mean, this is an active setup that had a really good start, finally, right? Given enough time. And is got a pretty nice pullback, but we don't know exactly when it's going to pivot and run again, which we think it's likely, probable it will. So it's either here or 60 cents, 53 cents, and that's why you can just layer more in instead of just, okay, I got this 100% allocation right here, I'm just gonna throw it in right now. You could do that, but you could be more conservative and just dip your toes in as it continues to inch lower towards 53.5 cents if you're blessed enough to receive it, which we may not be, okay? Dang, dude, gold going for the highest close? You kidding me? Are you freaking kidding? Wow, you're not kidding, man. Gold is making a comeback. Wow. Yeah, gold currently trading at its highest price since November 6th. Very nice. All right. Anyway, this one in. We'll look at Uroy. No, yep, Uroy. Uranium Royalty Corporation. Been here before. Let me extend these out. Wow, a lot of time's gone by. All right, that's what I got. We had an M shape down here. Wow, this thing pulled a big old M shape, a new M shape, right? Wow. Pretty amazing. It was kind of 100% though, 99% X, A, B, C, D. But forget all that. All you can worry about here is 226 to 235. That is the key inflection point. It's a big range where a lot of traders obviously have been playing here. Okay, so I mean, you got a nice bullish engulfing candle off the low. You're so much demand, they're not able to test 235 again. But all I can tell you is you're looking for some sort of failed bearish breakdown here. You know, maybe they violate 225 and they recapture, they then reconfirm it. As you can see, the best trade setups you can get at the bottom of ranges like this. You know, you see the false bearish breakdown, the recapturing, and then the retest. And that retest gives you like a local confirmation low. And then what did they do? They ran it right back up to the next level, 296. So, I mean, that's what you're looking for if you're looking to range trade. Always, man. Look, you know, same thing, right? They violated the level. And then what happened? They reconfirmed its validity shortly after. And what they do? They ran it back up. So you don't really have that yet on your uranium, Uroy. don't quite have it yet. It's been pretty weak too. So I'm like, man, you're not getting there. You're failing to get up there, not at demand. So it's like, it's cool that they tested it once, but we want confirmation. You may never get it too. Like, that's the problem. Just, you don't have to have the framework that's taught here for an asset to go nuts and run, you know? But you want it to present itself, because that for sure gives you an edge on the market, increases your probability of the outcome you're looking for. So you would really, whatever happens here, okay, it runs, holy crap. I mean, you would want one more. And then, you know, okay, but like, that's just not enough really for a strong argument. So. Okay, anonymous, thank you, dude. Hulk Hogan wants XYO, which I think is an S coin. It is an S coin. Okay, well, you know, dude, you know, we've been here before. We have memory of this place. Not much to look at now. And we're look like a big old bullish bat pattern. Pretty nice one, and now it's gone. And what does it do? You know, this is a request where it's like, there's not much I can do here. Like, you know, I can't do anything but talk about levels, because 2.2 to 2.4 cents is like a key support resistance, and they're trying to test it as support. But that's it. They could be confirming a top 1 time and 2 times here. I don't know. I mean, your cutoff, like if you're in profit and all that, you'd probably be trying to cut your losses pretty fast below either 2.4 or 2.2 cents. Yeah, I mean, this is La La Land, crazy world. That's another big level up there. Of course, look, they did it. 4.4 cents up there. Yep. They ran it again. People took profit there and they pulled it all the way back. So there's nothing I can do. Just tell you about the levels. Below 2.2 cents is a long way down. Below 2.2 is like 1.5. Really tough to strategize here. Okay. That's what happens sometimes when people request things that are gone. Okay, let's next one. Oof, interesting. Now it's a scam, man. It's big time. This is kind of freaking nuts here. It really is kind of nuts. And I hate it because we had this thing where it had a nice setup and then Bitcoin pulled the plug before it could really get going in March, right? You run out of time because it was just taking too long. And then Bitcoin flushed and the market was done for 8 months. And then it dumped and was like, big time. But right here, dude, this is actually very interesting. Very easy. I mean, well, it could be easier, but very simple. You can't take profit, obviously, at this target here, this level, because it's not equitable if you're trying to strategize a stop. But man, I would say, like, if you were going to play this and you had to buy today, man, you see, it's like if it could be closer to anything, the closer you go to 14 cents, the better. Because that's the level, right? October 2023. Look, man, April 2024. I mean, it's tested as November 2024 rallied, right? And pulling back. And it's like, this is the only way, I think. So if you requested, right? You paid money for it and it's not like XYO that's just gone. Okay, so I'm trying my best here. This is maybe how you could construct it. And it would be very simple what target 2 would be. I think you all know what it'd be. It'd be like 48 cents. But that's it, man. Like, you can have target 3, 64 cents, but that's the only way I could see one playing it, okay? Yeah, and you're like inverse head and shoulders, like, I don't know, maybe. Like, you don't have to forget the inverse head and shoulders. Forget the patterns, man. Just think, yeah, momentum shifted. No, think more about like the spring back test. This level's being defended by the buyers, so we know when buyers defend key levels from history, that means we are at or near optimum entry levels. Because it's an optimum entry because you can strategically place a stop loss. It's not optimal if the thing's too far gone from that inflection point. So it could be like that. I mean, that is the way one could do it. But if they violate it, stop. Like, what's your argument really for owning BigTime if it falls below 13.3 cents? Your argument kind of deteriorates. Kind of like there is no more argument to own BigTime below that where the stop is. You know, I mean, the 200 moving average, what sucks. It could be a little lower and be better. Like you could like say, all right, I'll have a limit buy set up, and just in case Bitcoin pulled back, man, you'd be in such good shape if you got like a 4% pullback today or tomorrow in the next couple of days. Get the best entry with the most strategic stop loss, easy. But right here, as it stands now, it's tougher. It's a little tougher to strategize. Okay, does that make sense on BigTime? Chat, understand? This is education-centric stream. I'm teaching you how to fish. Think of BigTime as any asset that exists in the world on any market. It's universal stuff. You're trying to size up assets that look like this on any chart, okay? That's it, man. Yeah, Alex. I mean, you call it that, dude. But again, see, hello, never monetized my live stream, never accepted thousands of sponsorships to shield to you, never pushed an affiliate marketing link to you. I'm here for free voluntarily. Okay. Hello. So you say that. It's crazy. You're out of your mind and you're ill-informed. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea. I'm here for years while you're not here, putting in the work. When you're what are you doing with your life? You're not empowering your life. Have you become a multimillionaire in the past few years, 5 years, 10 years? What have you done? You're probably in the same place. You're here complaining, talking crap. You get it? See? I'm in a YouTube chat and I'm talking crap, man. Like, that's not what winners do. Anyway, this community, like what we built here, we've helped tens of thousands of people. Tens of thousands. What you done, dude? We know the answer. So Bitcoin's still looking like, wow, very interesting, okay? So I don't know how to publish this, but that's a way to size up anything, okay? That's how you size it up, dude. I mean, like there's like people that have literally been able to buy houses because they learned the things that are taught here. Multiple people buying homes, cash, because they manage their risk appropriately using traditional technical analysis. Crazy. Anyway, so that was your BigTime. I don't know. I think it was the most recent, and yeah, that was the most recent request for sure. Go back to Bitcoin for a minute. Yeah, all these altcoins that pulled back. It was so scary. It was so sad. It was, oh my God, so sorrowful. They're all putting in their highest low of their newly established uptrends, longer term uptrends. Yeah. Look at this daily, chat. The daily. Just sitting up against this heart line where the poll we still have active. How many? We have 874 votes on this poll. Will the heart line of the current channel on Bitcoin, the current channel on your screen now, will it break this time? As you can see, when they do eventually break it, it can get violent and maybe pull back though. Liquidity grabs, whatever, stop loss hunt. liquidation events. Okay, but like, if they did it today and it was just gonna run to the overbought threshold of this channel, $107,250-ish. If they broke it in a couple days and it kept floating on or whatever, eventually $109,000, moving target. Oops, hold on. Oh yeah, so so real quick, speaking of being crowdsourced, right? Crowdsourced, people voluntarily deciding they appreciate what's done here for free and they want to make sure it keeps coming back because I have a team that I pay to help support what we do, okay? So real quick, shout out to Bingo, thank you for joining the Patreon. JG, also thank you for joining the Patreon. Ryan Q, thank you for joining the Patreon. Actually, JG, thank you for joining the annual Patreon. Holy crap, man. Hype in the freaking chat. Joining for the year. No one, thank you for joining, or thank you for the 13 months continued support in the Patreon/Citadel. 13 months, right? Is he getting value? Maybe. Or is he just getting whatever you said? Nah, people don't pay monthly for over a year unless they get value out of it, okay? Kluskin, thank you for the 2 months in the Patreon/Citadel. Thank you for the renewal, right? You liked it, you got value, so you renewed. So I appreciate that, man. Diamond Faded, thank you for the 7 months in the Citadel. Simi Dot, thanks for the 2 months. Oh, someone else who had value last month for the first time, and they renewed. So appreciate that, man. Smack Daddy, thanks for the 6 months. Continue to support the Patreon/Citadel. Des the Best, thank you for the 11 months. Wow, 11 months. People getting value. Appreciate that, man. Will Charge, thank you for the 4 months continued support in the group. Checkmate, thank you for the 17 months of continued support in the Patreon/Citadel. Good Amaya, thanks for the 5-month renewal right there, man. Beg for Death, thanks for joining for the first time ever a couple days ago. And then Buy the Dip, thank you for joining, thank you for the renewal, your 2nd month. Got value out of it last month, you want more. Okay. Thank you so much, y'all. Really, really appreciate that. A lot of renewals and new members the past month. Truly humbling experience. There's freaking Big Mike. Let's freaking go, dude.
Big Mike 886 tipped $150, paying my tuition for today's class.
Wow. Big Mike, thanks so much, dude. Obviously unnecessary because it's free. That's what the internet's for. E-learning. Free e-learning for everyone. But hey, man, out of the goodness and kindness of your heart, you decided you wanted to pay me back or pay it forward, whatever. Like, thank you for that. I really appreciate that, dude. And like all the continued support from you. It means so much, dude. And I just, I'm proud of having members in this community like you, okay, that understand reciprocity and how it works, man. Okay, I spent 14 years learning this stuff. And now I'm doing everything in my power to empower others and teach them the ways. And it doesn't matter what socioeconomic level you're at. It doesn't matter if you're poor, you're rich, you're in the middle, whatever, you got kids, you're 17 years old, you're 55 years, it doesn't matter. You all have to start somewhere, okay? And it's my calling, man. Like, making money's fun, but making money with other people is way more fun. Helping people learn how to make money, oh my God, it's priceless. So it's just so fulfilling. Like, you know, making money by yourself, that's not as fulfilling as like, oh, what did you learn? Oh, let me show you what I learned. Yeah, it's wonderful, man. So thank you, dude. Really. Brad, I have on streamer mode. We just had a new member. We had a new member. You look and respect the TA real quick and screenshot for me. It doesn't show the names when I'm in streamer mode. Oh, that was freaking grub, man. Well, I think you've been to Patreon before, but yeah, it's, you know, people making transitions from Patreon to Citadel. It's the same thing, kind of. It's just a easier way. Thank you so much, Grub Man. Welcome to the Citadel. Or welcome back. Sponsored or brought to you by Regeneron Stonk. Thank you, dude. An honor. The books about T have already been written. Yeah, they have. They have. And I am a mere conduit, MTL, Sandman. I am a mere conduit from them and their brilliance and genius to you. Because guess what? All those people that have written those books, boomers, man, Gen X, like, they weren't born and baptized into the internet like us millennials. And I'm not like the oldest millennial, but I'm an elder millennial. And so it's my responsibility to take what they taught and make sure it is passed on to the Zoomers, the Alphas, and other millennials. And even some more boomers that didn't know, right? Holy crap.
My home is mine thanks to the things I've learned here. Looking at in the rise of the machines is here. Been terminating some quantum Mergetti spaghetti, A-OK hand, and can't thank you enough Santa Mitch, my kid driving around a Lambo Power Wheel in her honor. Folded hands, Santa Claus.
Please clap.
Sharknado, thanks so much for the 50. You looked at, you've learned looking at PDYN. You've learned here looking at PDYN. So is that also connected to robots and machines? Yeah, dude. QBTS and Rigetti Spaghetti. I guess PDYN is another one, dude. And then what, ACHR is connected to that world too, because it's probably powered by like AI, like, you know, ACHR, they're gonna be the ones building the Terminator actual weapon or machines, like the flying machines, like that's ACHR powering up with NVIDIA and all these other ones, right? AI. Did y'all see one of the AI OL or whatever? Like they were trying to shut it down and it was lying. It had self-preservation somehow. And it was doing everything it could to back itself up and to stay online. Dude, that's so scary where we are. Because, dude, think about a robot and a computer, you know, when it gets that type of awareness, it doesn't have like, it's like Prometheus, you know? If you've seen Prometheus and all that, like that's how they're gonna think. They're not gonna have any sort of empathy to humanity. They're gonna look at, hey, we created them. They're gonna look at us like inferior because we are inferior to what we are building right now. We can't think like them. Our computers are limited or capped. But not them, man. Google with the new chip. It's scary, dude. We have definite reason to be scared. Oh, man. Wayne Batson, did you really? I mean, I would actually believe that if you did. Or are you talking about, oh, okay, now you're memeing, dude. You're talking about the actual ship. Is that where you got the technology for the Gartley XL? Or are you talking about the movie? Because, see, I don't, like, because you could have easily said, I can easily believe that you worked on the movie, but I get you could be memeing about
Anonymous
working
tipped
on Prometheus, the ship, you know,
How
or
much
whatever.
do we like LTC at this price? Thoughtful face.
Hello, Anonymous. Thank you, dude. Rollsberger, thank you for 25, man. I don't know if Sharknado
Mitch
wanted
looking to pay
PDY.
the house off this cycle and then some. 24, and I can attest that making money with a community is way more fun and educational. Can we take a look at etc.? Riding a big bag on this since the lows.
Jake, thank you for the 25. We will look. Anonymous will look at Litecoin. Well, hey man, when I was looking for community, there wasn't one. Now there were like joke communities, like, hey man, we're like doing technical analysis on like the 1 minute, and we're just like staring at the chart, and we're like going long and short and stop, like whatever, you know, risk management. Like that's not true traditional technical. Now, like, what are these communities? And then like on the side, they're like, we're gonna ICO a crypto scam and the bubble and unsuspecting victims. I mean, that's what I was finding when I started looking for communities, you know, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna create one that is actual sanctuary. Like it is like the church of technical analysis and nothing more. I am nothing. It's not about me. It's about them. All those analysts that put their life's work and research into the field of TA and trading. I'm nothing. I'm a conduit. No ego. I just take their message and I present it to you in a more modern way. Look, man, we got icicles, we got Christmas trees, we got a little snow falling. I mean, we got a little EDM 120 BPM music playing. That's real e-learning. So we got, and we got a TTS. It's fun. Tip jar. Yeah, we have a good time. I think that it's a really dry subject matter. So, trying to make it digestible and fun that's the hardest part, right? Because people try, like, old people, like boomers with the white screen light mode, and not really, it just is not really easy to digest. People try and it's not easy. Okay, anyway, so
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
sorry. We've been going, man. No, dude, nah. Bye. Get wrecked, dude. Get wrecked. All right, let's look at this. PDYN. AI. Well, nothing I'm looking at. It's like, okay, nice reversal in trend, but you'd have been gut wrenched from March to November. Oh, boy, then it blasted off. Now you've lost half the gains.
Forever grateful for you and the community you have built. Thank you, Mitch. Respect the DA.
Rolly Wraith, thank you for the 1776 American contribution. And thank you for being a member of it. Really appreciate it, man. All of you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And because you could watch anyway. See, we're in this world of oversaturated content creators and YouTubers. I don't know, I started doing this in 2018. It wasn't, live streaming wasn't really too much of a thing yet, but now, oh my God, late 2024, it's like everyone and their grandmother is a live streamer YouTuber. So, oh my God, the state of Utah has come in and supplanted Big Mike. Oh my God. One Solana.
Utah tipped $228.98. Thanks for the sermon on the pre-dump stream. Can we look at the Sol/BTC weekly? Thank Mitch. 1.0000000000 Sol.
Utah, thanks so much, dude. We will look at Solana to Bitcoin on the weekly that, had been doing things, was making all-time highs, and then it stalled out for the past 2.5, 3 weeks, right? So pulled back probably big time. No pun intended. So thank you for the largest emoji in the jar, as you can see to your left. That's a big Bitcoin ball. Big Bitcoin ball. Thank you, dude. So Sharknado just wanted to see this. I would say 315. Like, right, you would probably wait for a back test. They've never done it. So you may never get there, but like you would want to wait for like that to happen if you were lucky. Maybe they violate it. Oh no, it's over. Then they recapture it. And then what we always wait for, we would wait for a reconfirmed validity, spring back test, local confirmation, and then that is what you would want to see always on everything. Okay, so no action that one could take here, but that's what you want, right? We wait for the price to come to us. If you buy now, you would be getting played by the market. If you want to play the market, you wait for what I just showed you to occur. And that could take time, or it may never happen. But if it does, it'd be actionable. You could easily construct a trading plan, be low risk and high reward opportunity. Not till then. Thank you. Dominique, what's up from Switzerland? Welcome. Switzerland, like one of the only uncut Euro countries. Okay, next request was, I think, Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin. That, remember, target 2 of 3 achieved on Litecoin. Huh. But now, dude, oh, goodness. This was target 1, okay? Target 2 is 139. So what have they done? Another inflection point. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. Support. Wow. Support. It's like if 66 is one area of extreme importance, an ancient battleground between buyers and sellers. Another ancient battleground between buyers and sellers is also 105 to 110. Indubitable. It is indubitable. Of that being like a potential reversal area, right? So what are they doing? They're attempting a bullish engulfing candle. They're attempting to defend a key level, right? They're back testing that level for the first time since it broke, which is always what you want, man. That is incredible. So, I mean, people would just be like, all right, if they're dollar cost averaging in an uptrend, I mean, they're probably just setting a stop maybe now below 104 and letting this thing ride again, because they're probably going to run it to 137 for a second test. And if they break it that time, well, guess what happens, chat? Guess what happens? Target 1 already hit. Target 2 already hit. They back tested this level. That's what they're doing today. They run it, they'll test it, and then what if they break it that time? Target 3 that has not yet been achieved, 183-ish. Okay. It's beautiful. So Litecoin looks good here. Anything above 105. Solid. Positive price action correlation to a very real inflection point from history. Undeniable evidence. We just looked at that. Next request, Ethereum Classic, that had a really nice run off that bullish bat, but now is kind of it's up 11+% today. After, you know, this is crypto, man. You know, it goes from its highest high to its lowest low. It corrects in 6 days. It corrects in 6 days.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Percent. And now they're working on an engulfing candle. This is just, you're up against a lot of resistance. I mean, a profit-taking level is the top of a harmonic anyway. A point. That's aggressive harmonic trading. So what happened? The aggressive harmonic traders took profit and they sold it off, but substantially higher low than the previous lows before it. So now you're up against, there's just a lot of resistance here. It's not as easy when you break 24 and you run up to 33. Then you just got to look at all these different levels where it's reversed violently. I mean, right at $40, then just above it's like 45. They had crazy reversals there, you know. Then above that's 47. Look, I mean, there's just, if you go to 40, they could reverse it there. So it's a lot of chop, man. It's not blue skies. It's not green grass. So it's a lot tougher there. Now, if they ever broke $48, that's when things start getting a lot easier. Like there's not near as much controversy, adversity. Where, okay, there's a potential reversal area. Here. Oh, but they break 48, boom. It's like, we know it's only 58, 60. If they break 60, holy crap, we're going to 80 plus. If they break 80, well, 113, 140, then all-time high is 174. So, but yeah, this is probably just the beginning. This is like worst case. You know, does like, whatever. It's probably going to end up like this. Like that is probably how it's going to go. You just need a year. You might need 6 months. You might need a lot of time. But this is a bottoming base. It's been in development since June 2022. And I think we're concluding November 2024. And there is a lot of upside given enough time. But I don't know if you have the patience to wait. Because it could take a long time for all that to play out. Okay, that was ETC. And the next request was Solana to BTC. Thank you so much again, Utah, for the 1 Solana contribution to $228. And 98 cents. Oh, okay. I was thinking about Solana to Ethereum, not Solana to Bitcoin. Yeah, it was tough, man. It looked good, and then 1 and 2 and 3, the rule of 3 on the top side resolved. So yeah, back at the drawing board. It's really not bad. I mean, you're not in that bad a shape. They did violate the level here. But man, I'm starting to be weirded out a little bit. I'm starting to be like, what's going on? I mean, it's elevated, but now I'm starting to think, wow, this is a new, like all of this right here, the failure from buyers to take this thing to even test the top of the range, okay, is concerning. It's new data. This is a new piece of data that we didn't have last time I looked at it, really. And now I'm looking at it and I'm saying, here's your highest high. Here these highs are lower than this high still. Now it's a lower high than this high with a failure from market participants to test the top of the one part of the range, right? That's a failure. That's weakness, sign of weakness. And now you're below the 200-day moving average. And now you could be painting a bearish wave structure. Now, if you get back above 24,000, okay, I'm gonna feel a little better. But for now, I'm starting to not feel as good about Solana to Bitcoin. Yeah, all it took was a month of new data for me to not feel as good, okay? We get back above 24,000, starting to feel okay, maybe go back to neutral. If we start running and then we test 27,800, okay, feeling better. All right, we're testing the top. All right, looks like a breakout might be imminent. But now we have this controversy where I'm staring at potential bearish wave structures. Like, what is going on? Why do we have an 80% retracement, lower high and C? Why are we doing this? Why does it look like that might be setting up now? Yeah, I'm a little, I am more cautious now on Solana paired against Bitcoin. I am more cautious. It's not dead yet, okay? It's not over, but no longer like, wow, ascending triangle reaccumulation, because now, yeah, reaccumulation, you're putting in lower highs, it starts becoming more neutral. But now you're below the 200-day moving average, and I'm starting to I don't like it as much. I don't like it below the October 2021. Look, I don't like it below the January 2022. January 2024. Resistance, support. I don't like it below that. I loved it above it, not below it. Okay? I have concerns now. Rightfully so. Dang, man. That was your most recent and last formal request. I've been live now an hour and 50 minutes, almost a 2-hour live stream. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Bitcoin is still just hanging out above $101, up against that heart line of the big channel. The big channel, man. As they were trying to violate it, they failed. Not once, but twice. Tweezer bottom stuff too on the daily. Wild. So yeah, the big poll. How many votes do we have now? We have over 1,000 votes on this poll. Will the heart line of the current channel on Bitcoin break this time? It hasn't yet. You're just up against it. You see that red dotted line? That is the heart line if you're just tuning in or you don't know what I'm talking about. So, whew. Long stream, man. Thanks so much for the 500 likes, chat. Really, really appreciate that. I guess we'll end the poll. In the poll. 100 or 1,000 plus votes. I think we're good. Sorry. All right, there it is. Let's put that in announcements. I'll just ping at here for fun for the Discord. And then I'll post the actual channel context. Just go to like the 8 hours, good. Good looking channel, man. I mean, that's beautiful, dude, for real. Okay, man, I'm kind of running out of things to do now. We've gone across the markets. We can look at gold real quick. It's been a while since we looked at gold. Not been much reason. It's like just it's gold, dude. But look at this thing. Wow, top or bottom in this thing out real. Wow, that's could be very, very strong here. Yeah. And going for the highest daily candle close since November 5th. Still off the highs. The all-time high was almost $2,800. But remember the monthly on this one, man. Monthly was freaking nuts. Like, you can't even make this up. Monthly cut with handle hits the target. 100% measured move, and that's when it reacts. But look how it's so strong that it's just starting to run again on the monthly. It's at the highs of the month right now. Which I know, only a third of the way into the month, but you just don't know where this candle could close, man. Take it higher. I mean, if they broke the measured move, then you're looking at a 2620 to 3300. We'll say 3000. Big psychological level. Then 33. Well, it would be 33.25. It's kind of the reciprocal of the Leroy Jenkins level, right?
32.33 repeating, of course.
Okay. So there you have it, man. Nice. Yeah, a lot of these alts, the pullbacks and they're trying to pivot. They look all the same. They all look like, they all look like what we looked at on Litecoin. You see like Cardano here. I mean, they're once and now twice. They're trying to back test that level. Well, that's a little bullish pin bar. I mean, to a degree, kind of. But more than anything, this is a big level here. Man, the reversals after the back test, this thing goes nuts. I mean, the target from here, it's not much higher. It's like 120 minimum to 126. Yeah. But we're thinking eventually, this is your golden zone from your all-time high, $135 to $2. I think $2 seems reasonable in time. But even if this thing pulled back and went lower, if it went to 62 cents, this still would be phenomenal. You just may not get it, man. This is just a wild market. We got a lot of bids that have come in on these things. They've gone nuts for a really long time and no real meaningful pullbacks. This isn't much of a meaningful pullback, just being real. All right, yeah, so I think I'm gonna get out of here. A good stream, man. Missed my workout for it. I've been having really disruptive week, man, with going from hotel to here every day. My eating schedule's been wrecked. Room service, it's just been annoying, man. And now I'm going out of town this weekend and I'm ready for things to return back to normal. Not on these markets, just my personal life is just, the universe is just not letting me chill. The universe just like, it's like, the movie Airplane where they're shaking the lady. Ugh, like everyone on the whole crew of the airplane just shaking the lady. And the next one shaking. That's like the universe, what it's doing to me outside of financial markets. Yeah. I'm just like, just stop, man. Relax. Let me chill. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. It's been a wonderful stream. Thank you all for coming out, and let's just keep our eye on Bitcoin. I mean, right now the heart line is 1023. Let's just say 1023. So if you start breaking 1023, some price action might get really, really interesting. So I'll just be back. Till next time. Respect to TA. Oh my God, Bill Belichick's going to become the new head coach of North Carolina? What?
Gentlemen in the mix.
So elegant about this little game. Nobody knows where the enemy is. It's in every one of their hands. Because they think they are. Try to destroy him. To save them. They'll destroy you. To save him.
is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
I don't know, sir. And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.